The silence is a weapon, and right now, it is aimed directly at your peace. You feel the cold, calculated absence of a text, a call, a simple acknowledgement of your existence. That pit in your stomach is the familiar, corrosive acid of uncertainty, the fear that your value has been reassessed and found wanting. You are being ignored, and the immediate, primal urge is to close the gap, to send the message, to prove your worth, to break the silence at any cost. This is the moment of truth, the psychological crossroad where the average man collapses into neediness, and the unbothered man, the man of true substance, stands firm. The choice you make right now, in this crucible of emotional tension, will define not just the outcome of this specific interaction, but the trajectory of your entire self-perception. Let us be clear. The common response is a trap. It is a frantic, undignified scramble to control an external event, a desperate attempt to manipulate another person's free will. When you chase, you are not communicating affection. You are broadcasting a profound lack of self-possession. You are declaring that your emotional equilibrium is entirely dependent on her attention. And in doing so, you hand over your power. The Stoic response, the path of the unbothered man, is the radical opposite. It is the disciplined refusal to allow an external circumstance, a mere absence of communication, to corrupt your inner state. This is not a game of manipulation. It is a profound act of self-liberation, rooted in the unassailable wisdom of the ancients. The core principle, articulated by Epictetus, is the dichotomy of control. You must ruthlessly categorize every element of the situation. Her actions, her thoughts, her decision to ignore you. These are all externalia, things outside your control. Your judgment of the situation, your emotional reaction, your decision to focus on your own purpose. These are interna, things entirely within your power. The man who suffers is the one who tries to control the external. The man who finds peace is the one who masters the internal. When the silence hits, the average man is consumed by the question, why is she doing this to me? The unbothered man, the Stoic, asks, what is the most rational, virtuous, and self-respecting action I can take right now? The answer is never to beg for attention. The factual reality of human psychology dictates that we are drawn to strength and repelled by desperation. When you chase, you confirm the validity of her withdrawal. You validate the idea that her attention is a prize. You must earn through frantic effort. You communicate that your life is on pause, waiting for her signal to resume. This is inherently unattractive. The Stoic response, however, communicates a quiet, unshakable confidence. It says without a single word, my life is full, my purpose is clear, and while I value your presence, your absence does not diminish my light. This is the magnetic force of self-sufficiency. The unbothered man is not indifferent. He is anchored. He is not playing a game. He is living a life of principle. To embody the unbothered man, you must immediately redirect your energy. Your focus must shift from the empty space on your phone screen to the vast, fertile ground of your own life. Seneca taught that we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. The reality is a silent phone. The imagination is the catastrophic narrative you are weaving. She has found someone better. I am a failure. I will be alone. The Stoic demands that you stop this narrative immediately. You must use the silence as a catalyst for self-improvement. Every minute you resist the urge to text is a minute you must invest in your mission, your health, your knowledge, or your craft. You are not passively waiting. You are actively building a life so compelling that her absence becomes a mere footnote. Consider the concept of amor fati, the love of fate. The Stoic embraces everything that happens, not with resignation, but with a fierce acceptance that it is an opportunity for virtue. Her silence is not a punishment. It is a test of your character. It is a chance to practice temperance, to demonstrate courage, and to cultivate wisdom. The average man sees the silence as a wall. The unbothered man sees it as a mirror, reflecting his own inner strength. If you react with panic, the mirror shows a man who is fragile and dependent. If you react by calmly doubling down on your purpose, the mirror shows a man who is resilient and self-contained. The choice is yours, and it is the only choice that truly matters. The true suspense in this situation is not what she will do next, but what you will do next. The tension lies in the battle between the impulsive ego and the rational mind. The ego screams, "Fix this! Get her back!" The rational mind whispers, "Be virtuous. Be self-possessed." Every moment you choose the rational mind, you are not just winning a small battle. You are fundamentally reshaping your character. You are strengthening the muscle of self-control, which is the foundation of all true power. The unbothered man understands that the only person he can truly control is himself. And in mastering himself, he gains a quiet authority that transcends any external circumstance. The factual data on attraction is clear. Confidence is the most magnetic quality. But this is not the false confidence of bravado. It is the genuine confidence that comes from knowing your worth is non-negotiable. When you chase, you are negotiating your worth. When you remain unbothered, you are asserting it. The unbothered man does not need external validation, because his validation comes from within, from the knowledge that he is living a life aligned with his highest principles. He is a self-sustaining sun, radiating energy from within, and this inner light is what truly attracts. The needy man is a black hole, desperately trying to pull energy from external sources, and this is what repels. The flow of your life must be a powerful, unstoppable river. Her silence is merely a bend in the river, a momentary obstruction. The desperate man allows the river to stagnate, to become a muddy, chaotic pool. The unbothered man ensures that the river of his purpose continues to flow, strong and undeterred. He does not stop his life to wait for her to move the obstruction. He simply continues his journey, knowing that a powerful, purposeful life is the ultimate form of attraction. This is the only response that guarantees a positive outcome for you, regardless of her next move. If she returns to a man who is stronger, more centered and less dependent on her. The dynamic is fundamentally reset, and your value is elevated. If she does not return, you have lost nothing of substance. You have lost an external indifferent, but you have gained an invaluable asset. The unshakable knowledge that you remain true to your highest self under pressure. You have proven to yourself that your peace is non-negotiable. You have transformed a moment of potential, weakness into a profound demonstration of inner resilience. You have become the unbothered man, and in a world obsessed with chasing external validation, that self-possession is the most powerful, attractive force in the universe. The silence is not a threat. It is an opportunity. Use it to build the man you were always meant to be. This is the only response you need. This is the Stoic response.